Well, hi there, it's Brooke, and today I have my fall tier trays to share with you. So I did 3 tier trays for my house. I usually have 3 to 4 depending if I do the coffee bar or not. So I did the one for the kitchen, the one for the upstairs living room, and then the one for the downstairs family room. And that's always a Target tiered tray. So I have 3 trays to share with you, and I'm really happy with how they turned out. I'm excited to get them out in my house after I share them with you. So let's get to tiered traying. So the first tray I decorated was the one for the kitchen. So I'm just going to show you them in the order I decorated them. And I had already kind of decorated the living room with the burgundies, and I knew I wanted to incorporate some sunflowers into the kitchen. So I started with this little napkin that I have because it just kind of has all the colors. So I thought that would be just a kind of a good starting point to lay it down. And I decided to kind of make it like a bigger fold. I've never really done it like that before, but I think it turned out really nice. I knew I wanted to use the sunflower, and I knew I kind of wanted it over here like this, so I just kind of set that in there. And then I also picked out this home sweet cozy home sign, and I knew I wanted that up here like this. I just liked all the colors in it. I like the yellow, I like the blue. It just kind of incorporated all the colors I love to use for fall. And then I just picked out some filler for up there. So I have this, I got this at Goodwill, but it's kind of a yellow gold. It says Jardin on it, Jardin, little ball jar or glass jar. I just put that back there, and I'm peeping out for some filler. I also wanted to use my pumpkin coffee mug, and then I wanted to incorporate this kind of burgundy orange in here and put it in the back. It was just kind of short, so I did grab 2 wood slices to prop it up on just so you could see it a little better. So I thought the top was pretty well full and done, so I moved on to the bottom a little bit more. And I just grabbed some filler pieces for the back. I just have this nutmeg Ray Dunn that's just fun to use, and it's just a nice kind of filler piece, I think, for fall time. And then I also grabbed this pumpkin. This is from the Target dollar spot forever ago, and kind of put that over on this side for a filler piece. And then I grabbed this kind of window pane check pumpkin that I just got at the Target dollar spot, and then my little burgundy one I picked up at Hobby Lobby this year. So I wanted to add some greenery, so I chose to use this greenery since I used some of it on my bookshelf in the living room upstairs. So I'm going to put some up in the mug. I think I'm going to put a sprig over here next to this pumpkin, and then up in the front, I got a sprig of the green, and then also a sprig of my little wheat from the dollar spot. And then also up on top, when you kind of see it from the top, it looks a little bare up there. So I just grabbed a couple of my little mini pine cones and popped them up there, and away we go. So here is my sunflower kitchen tray. I just love all the colors that it has in it. I'm just loving these napkins. I'm so glad I finally got those. Just fill out that corner really nice and simple in my kitchen. Next, I have the tray for downstairs, and I really wanted to use this new glass house that I got from the Target dollar spot. I found a tray that would work well on the bottom, and I just popped her on the bottom. I think this would look really pretty with like some lights in it too. I didn't do that this time, but I do think it would look really pretty like that. I also decided to use my farm fresh pumpkin from the dollar spot forever ago. I thought that worked well because I kind of have an orange and green theme downstairs, so that's what I kind of stuck with for everything on this tray. And then I also popped a little pumpkin over here on the side, and then a few more of those wheats just kind of coming out here. So that's how I did the bottom. So then I just gathered pumpkins that were with the color theme. So I grabbed just an olive colored one, and then one of my new raffia orange ones I thought looked really good with this tray, and then the little raffia tan one. This is that garland greenery I have, and then I just kind of pull off some sprigs to fill in. And I always think this greenery looks so good for like a pumpkin patch. And there is my tier tray for downstairs. Just super simple, keeping with that green and orange theme, but then with a little like boho to it. So for the tray that I keep on my end table, I'm going to use this Hobby Lobby tray. And I really like how I did the white tray and the Pinterest inspired tray when I use these ceramic pumpkins that I have from the dollar spot. The white and then the orange and then like the flat pumpkin and others. So I wanted to kind of recreate that tray, but using this tray. That's where my inspiration came from. So if you haven't watched the Pinterest inspired tray, I will link that down below. So in that one, I used my gather sign and I started with putting my pumpkins up here. And on the other one, the bottom circle is bigger. So I did end up putting the gather sign on the bottom with these pumpkins, so I kind of have it reversed for this tray. And then I really wanted something back here, but like greenery sticking up was just kind of looking a little off to me. So then I grabbed this little white tobacco basket I have and just kind of propped it up here. Now I did have to stick in a bunch of little like blocks, otherwise it kept falling down. So I do have it propped up back there, which helped a lot. And then, as I said, I'm using this greenery upstairs, so I grabbed some more of that. And then I also grabbed some of my eucalyptus boxwood burgundy stuff. Just kind of have that flowing out here. So that is what I did on the top. And then for the bottom, I just really loved using that wheat with those red or burgundy kind of pom-poms. So I just grabbed my little basket I have and I got 5 of the wheat things and 6 of the red in there, and I just kind of folded them and scrunched them in there so I could set this over here. I just love the look of that, and then it'll really go with everything else I have upstairs. And then once again, I wanted to use my kind of slope but flat bottom pumpkin, so I just put that off to the side here. And then I grabbed this kind of orangey yellow pumpkin that I just thought went so well with everything else and popped that in the back here, and then added one more sprig of the greenery. And there is my gather tray. I just love how like flowy it is, and I love all the colors that I use. I'm so happy with how all 3 of my trays turned out. Well, those are my 3-tier trays for my home that I made this year. I'm just so happy with how they turned out. I just love all the different colors I got to use and my new little pieces that made it so much fun. So I'm gonna go put those out in the house, and you can see the whole final finished project in the home tour. So that'll be out later. I hope you enjoyed. As usual, like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.